Hi, my name is Wumi. Welcome to my online further maths class. Today I'm taking indices and logarithm. And under indices and logarithm, things we want to do are laws of indices, multiplication, division, power, zero index, negative index, fraction index, and laws of logarithm. But in my video today, I'm taking under laws of indices, I'm taking the multiplication and the division. Multiplication. One of the laws of indices of multiplication here, when we say a raised to power 3 multiplied by a raised to power 2, this is equals to a times a times a, that's the a raised to power 3 in bracket, times a times a, close brackets. So this will be equals to a times a times a times a times a. So it's going to be a raised to power 5. And so therefore a times a raised to power 3 times a raised to power 2 equals to a raised to power 5. Consider the relationship between the powers. So it's going to be a raised to power 3 times a raised to power 2 equals to a raised to power 3 plus 2, that's a raised to power 5. So the first law of multiplication in the law of indices, when you are having a multiplication, the power is addition. When you are having multiplication, the power is addition. That's why a raised to power, since this is multiplication, is going to be a raised to power 3 plus 2, which is going to be a raised to power 5. The second one we want to consider is the division. When you are having a raised to power 5 divided by a raised to power 3, this is equals to a raised to power 5 is a times a times a times a times a divided by a times a times a. A will cancel out a will cancel out a will cancel out a. So the remaining one will be a raised to power 2, because a times a, that's a raised to power 2. Then consider the relationship between the powers. Is going to be a raised to power 5 divided by a raised to power 3 will be equals to a raised to power 5 minus 3, that's a raised to power 2. So when in law of indices, when you are having division, the power will be subtraction. When you are having multiplication, the power will be addition. So that's one of the law of indices in of multiplication and division. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button, because in my next video I'm picking the power and the zero index of laws of indices. Thank you.